Hi, this is Vishwa, Product Manager for Starbuzz.ai. Today I'm going to take you through each and every feature which will help you to make most of your influencer marketing campaigns. So once you have signed up, you will land here. From here, as you can see, there is a search bar. So this is where you can typically search any influencer according to the platform. So this provides Instagram, YouTube, and also TikTok. All you have to do is just paste the username or enter the username, and from there you can either see their in-depth metrics of their performance, or else you can add them to the list, or you can also add them to the campaign directly. For example, let's go ahead with an influencer. So once you have entered the username, you will get the list of influencers as per that username. So as you can see here, you have the view report option and also add to button, which will take you through the list and also the campaigns, which I'll get to later. So you can just directly press the view report button, and from here you'll get the entire in-depth analytics of each and every influencer. As you can see, you have the data to evaluate an influencer's performance and see if they are right fit for your particular requirement or not. Here we have the metrics like SB score, likes to comments ratio, brand safety, paid post ER, and many other important metrics to look after before you choose an influencer for your campaign. And you can also export this particular influencer report into PDF by pressing this button, and after, like, say for example, 1 week or 2 weeks, you can refresh this report so that you get the utmost data, recent data of an influencer. And you can access all these influencer reports in the report section right over here. Here you can filter out the reports by the platforms and also the date created. And from here you can also choose to compare the set of influencers. For example, now you are confused about two particular influencers who to choose for your campaign. You can just directly select those influencers and press the compare button, and from here you can see the metrics of each individual influencer side by side, and you can compare which one is actually good fit for your particular campaign. And going ahead, in the report section you can also export all these matrices into an Excel sheet so that you can share that internally, or else you can also share it with your particular clients. All you have to do is just select the set of influencers and press export to Excel button, and you will get this entire in-depth data in a particular Excel sheet. This is how it looks in the Excel sheet and all the matrices that you get of each and every influencer. So our next feature is influencer discovery. With influencer discovery, you can find different set of influencers by applying different filters. Instead of going through a manual research, you can just directly apply these filters and find the influencers who are required for you. Let's say for example, you want to collaborate with influencers who are from Mumbai and also who are in the niche of fashion. Along with that, you also have filters like gender and also the followers range. Now let's say you want to collaborate with influencers who are in the mid-tier section of 50K to 100K. You can just apply these filters and select the apply button, and within second you'll get the list of influencers who are in that particular category. And from here you can either choose to view in-depth metrics of each and every influencer, or else you can just directly add them to a particular list or campaign. And for each and every influencer, you'll have the links of their profile link so that you can go through their social media content and also their entire profile to see if they're right fit for you or not. And when you press view report button, the report will be called. Within 2 to 3 minutes you will get this entire report in the report section. And going ahead, we also have the advanced search. So in advanced search, you will get much more filters like that goes into the audience section. Here you can choose influencers who have any specific audience gender or any specific audience age, and also you can filter out according to the influencer age. So this comes under in the advanced filter section of influencer discovery. And list section is where you add different set of influencers into a particular list. Either you can use this list for your next campaign, or else you can just store the data of influencers for your own reference. Here you can just directly create a list by pressing on create list, give it a name. And after that you can just directly go to the influencer discovery and apply the different filters as you want to search for those influencers. And once you have liked a few set of influencers, you can just directly add them to the list that you have created. And those influencers will be stored in the list. So this is how the list looks. Now, if you have your own set of influencers that you want to import into the software or to use it in your campaign, you can just directly download a template. And in that template, all you have to do is that paste the profile links of each and every influencer, and you can just directly select that particular file and import them into the software. So here you can either choose to add an influencer from a search bar or influencer discovery, or else you can also import them through your own Excel sheets. Going ahead with our next feature, which is the campaigns. So this is where the entire execution of the campaign happens. Here you have two options when creating a campaign. One is AI powered campaign and also the manual campaign. Manual campaign gives you the power to enter all the details by yourself. Here you have to enter the basic details about the campaign and also what are the social platforms that you are targeting and what type of content categories along with the followers range. And going ahead, you also have to enter the details about the amount of budget that you're spending and also how much you are spending for per each influencer and what's the goals of your campaign, whether it's brand awareness, sales, lead and traffic generation, all these details. And upon the details that you have entered, our AI will suggest you some set of influencers who could fit into the category that you have created. Now, instead of entering all the details manually, you can create this same campaign with single prompt with our AI powered campaign. When you press AI powered campaign, you can also paste your website link so that our AI can analyze your brand and also the products and target audience and take as much details as about your brand through the website. And in the AI powered campaign, all you have to do is that you have to give a single prompt about what type of campaign that you wanted to do. For example, here you have a example campaign brief, and from the single prompt that you have given, our AI will take inputs in terms of budget, what's the campaign type, and what's the cities that you are targeting, niche, and also the objective around your campaign. And once all the details have been taken, you can just directly press the generate campaign button, and now our AI will generate the entire thing for you in terms of campaign title, campaign description, and it will take all the values that you have mentioned in the single prompt. All you have to do is just go through the details and press launch campaign. And then our AI will suggest some set of influencers that could fit into the category that you have mentioned. And you can choose to add those influencers to your campaign, or else you can also just directly skip them. Once a campaign is created, you can add influencers to this campaign in multiple ways. One is the marketplace. So marketplace is a feature that connects the software with the application that is made for influencers. Whenever you post in marketplace, this campaign will be seen by the influencers who are using our app, and they can directly apply for that campaign, and you can see those influencers directly in the campaign, and you can choose either to accept them or reject them. So how to apply for the marketplace? So once you have created the campaign, here on the top right you have the marketplace button where you will have the button to apply, and when you press apply button, this campaign will go into the review section. Once we look into all the details that you have given about the campaign, we will reach out to you if you need to make any changes so that influencers can understand your campaign much better. And after that, the campaign will be approved so that influencers can start applying for it. And after marketplace, you can also always have AI recommendations that I have mentioned you earlier, where you can view the set of influencers our AI has suggested, and you can either choose to add those to the campaign or else you can just directly press the skip button. And another way to add influencers is from your list, the list that you have created through influencer discovery, and also the list that you have imported from your own Excel sheets. You can just directly select them and select the set of influencers that were added in it and select, and you can add them to the campaign. And for the influencers who have applied through marketplace, I'll show you a sample campaign of how it actually looks. So this is a sample campaign that were posted in the marketplace. As you can see, these are the influencers who have applied to the marketplace. You can segregate those influencers through this particular icon. You can look at these influencers and see if they're right fit for you or not, and you can just directly change their status to accepted if you want to go ahead with them, or you can also reject them. And influencers will also have an option to negotiate a price with you, which you will see the negotiated price directly here itself. Now, another way of adding an influencer to the campaign is through the relinks. Instead of going through adding an influencer to the list and adding them to the campaign, you can just directly paste the relink and add that influencer into the campaign along with the reel. Here, all you have to do is paste the relink, and from there, the AI will find the influencer and it will also save that influencer into the campaign. And now at the same time, a post will be added, and also along with that, the influencer will also be added. Now, how do you add posts and how do you track them in the software? All you have to do is just directly go to the add post button, select post links, and you can directly paste the reel link here. If it is a single reel, you can do that, or else if you have multiple reels at the same time, you can just directly switch to bulk mode and just directly paste those reel links and add them to the software. Now you have another way of adding the post into the software, which is social listening. Through social listening means you can just directly mention the hashtag that you have given for the influencer and the post, and through that particular hashtag, our AI will track the posts that are mentioned in it. Now, once you have added all the influences and also the posts, all you have to do is start the campaign and set the timelines for your campaign. So once the campaign went into the active mode, this is where you can track the entire campaign. You will have option to automate the metrics, or else you can also manually press the get metrics button. When you automate it, the data will be updated every 24 hours by itself without any manual intervention. Now here you can directly select get metrics button, and when you press it, within a couple of minutes, all the content performance, all the posts, its data will be updated right here itself. I'll show you a sample campaign of how the track data will look. So once the tracking is done, this is how the individual posts look like. Now you can just directly press the view metrics button and see the metrics for each and every reel. This is completely real-time tracking. And once you have collected all the data for each and every influencer and also the reels, you can just directly end the campaign. When you end the campaign, you'll get an entire report of this campaign and how it went. Now this is the end campaign report for a particular campaign. Here you can see the entire overview of how the campaign went, that what is the total number of impressions that you got, the total number of likes, comments, shares, and many other details for you to evaluate this particular campaign. Based on all these details, you can evaluate your campaign in a much better way. Now with Starbuzz.ai, you can also communicate with influencers. Now for the influencers from the marketplace, you can just directly chat with them through the communication feature. Whenever you message an influencer from here, they will receive it directly in the application. And for those influencers who are from influencer discovery, you can just directly send emails by integrating your email to the software. Now going ahead, another feature that we have is the competitor report. Now this competitor report helps you to analyze your competitors and their social media activity and see where are you lacking. All you have to do is you just have to press the start analysis button, choose which platform that you want to compare yourself against, and just directly add their social media links into the software. Initially, you have to set up your own social account, and from there, our AI will suggest some set of competitors for you. And from there, you can also add your own competitors and generate an entire report for it. And once you have added your own social account, our AI will suggest competitors for you, and you can choose which one to add for your competitor report, or else you can just directly add your competitors by yourself. Now I'll just directly go ahead and show you sample of how a competitor report looks. This is a sample competitor report. Here you can see AI improvement suggestions. By analyzing the entire data of your competitors and your social media, it will suggest you some things that you can actually do to enhance your social media strategy according to your competitors. And going ahead, you can also compare your social media against in terms of the content types and average likes, comments, and also the engagement rate and many other important metrics. You can also understand how many influencer collaborations that they are doing and how many you are doing. And you can also look at the individual set of data for each and every competitor that you have added. This will keep you ahead in terms of the strategy. Going ahead, the another feature that we have is the affiliate marketing. Here you can add your own products and also generate unique affiliate links for each and every influencer. All you have to do is give the product title, product link, also what is the source of that product, and also you have to choose the commission type, whether it's percentage or flat. This is how a sample affiliate marketing campaign looks like. Here you can just directly add influencers and set up a commission of whether it's a percentage or a flat amount. And here you can generate a unique link for each and every influencer. And through that, you can also track how many clicks that you got from each and every influencer directly in the software itself. Now the next feature is Brand GPT. Brand GPT is an AI assistant for you to help you to navigate the entire software. And also, if you have any doubts on how to make the strategy around a particular campaign, you can also use this for that. If you find any error in the software, or if you're struggling to find any particular feature or how to use a particular feature, you can just directly ask Brand GPT, and it will help you step by step analysis on how to do that. And along with that, you can also work along with the strategy and also the content around the influencer marketing. It's a complete knowledge base for influencer marketing. One of the important features of Starbuzz.ai is a agency dashboard. Agency dashboard enables an agency to create multiple brands, users, roles and permissions to keep the data of a particular brand completely separated for it. Here, agency can create a brand and assign users to it, and also it can create roles and permissions for each and every user. This helps agency to manage the influencer marketing campaign in a much curated way.